Tonight, it just keeps coming.
It is unbelievable. Here I am about 5 hours later, back at it again.
The latest winter weather dump burying the region. Plus, hit and run in Sarnia. Police looking for a suspect who crashed into a pedestrian, then fled the scene. And holiday vibes at the hospital.
We love to be able to share this.
Scenes from the annual LHSC Christmas concert.
CTV News with Carlyle Fiset.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with a second straight day of heavy snowfall in our region, causing everything from crashes to school cancellations. With more on the squalls and their impact, here's Sean Irvin.
On our highways, another day of snow and the sudden return to bitterly cold temperatures created havoc. This jackknife tractor trailer on the 401 east of Wonderland, just one example. A mere 500 meters away, another multi-car crash, including a vehicle leaking hazardous material. Thankfully, it is believed no one was seriously hurt in either case. Back in town, main roads were moving thanks to city plows and independent contractors. Operators who put in long hours on Wednesday were doing their best to clear the latest winter wallop.
With these successive snowfalls and the squalls, that's what really is unpredictable. So we're out there, we're doing the best we can.
For the second day in a row, there were no classes in schools surrounding London as the snow kept falling. But in the city, it was classes as usual. But that does not mean things went smoothly. This school bus off the road in Byron, just one example of the challenging commute. There is no official word on injuries, but it's believed no one was hurt. Meanwhile, safety is a priority for crossing guard Betty Wade. Knowing city sidewalk crews were swamped, she cleared her corner with a shovel in one hand and her stop sign in the other. Are your arms a little sore?
Yeah, a little bit.
You ever seen snow like this so early in the school year?
No, not like this. This is early, I think.
Early or not, the snow had to go. Many used snow blowers. But not along Notre Dame Crescent, where a scoop shovel was the method of choice for John Capstick. Despite his dress, he's no fan of the snow. You love the wintertime?
No.
You're being honest?
Yes.
And as he works to clear his driveway, John both appreciates and fears the arrival of a city plow on his street.
He's going to come by and plow me in.
The annual Christmas tradition.
Oh, yeah.
Nearby neighbors Jim and Heather Kicks were both using shovel power. They've never owned a snowblower.
I'm 78, she's 71, and between the two of us, we're sensible about it.
If you need a break, you got to stop, and if you have a heart condition, get a snowplow.
Because after all, if you can't beat Mother Nature, you might as well embrace her.
It's a good old-fashioned winter.
In London, Sean Irvin, CTV News.
A similar story north of the city with off-lake streamers blanketing roadways with snow. As Scott Miller reports, it didn't take long for some areas to get buried.
For several hours this morning and early afternoon, parts of Huron and Middlesex counties were pummeled with snow. Clinton, as an example, appeared to take the brunt of the Lake Huron streamer.
It is unbelievable. I honestly came out here this morning at 6 a.m. and already used the snowblower to blow the lane, and here I am about 5 hours later, back at it again. Absolutely unbelievable that this is happening.
A couple of streets over, Matthew Austin was shoveling out his driveway as well, also for the second time before noon.
Are you getting a little tired of shoveling?
Not yet. I'm sure if you come back in probably 2 hours, I might be, but...
So far, so good.
Yep, so far, so good.
People may or may not know, but I actually live in Wingham, and today I was actually scheduled to head to London, and that doesn't happen very often. I made it all the way to Clinton thinking, clear sailing, I'm going to make it. But that's not going to happen. I am currently stuck in Vanastra, getting absolutely pummeled with snow. People are driving by with their four-way flashes on. and it is awful out. Streamers off of Lake Huron dumped up to 40 centimeters of snow on parts of our region last night and throughout today in Midwestern Ontario. That's on top of more than 100 centimeters that's fallen in the past 2 weeks alone. If this keeps up, it's going to be a long winter of moving snow.
This is quite a winter, though. Yeah, and the accumulation so quickly is just...
Police are asking motorists to drive to the conditions, lower your speed, because it can go from a sunny, beautiful snowscape 1 second to a whiteout blizzard with no lines to see on the road another. Winter is unpredictable, but being prepared with snow tires, scrapers, and an emergency kit can make all the difference when the road seemingly disappears in front of you.
Came a little early and a little unexpected, but, I'm assuming now it's going to be a white Christmas.
A positive outlook on a day where many were shaking their fist at Mother Nature. In Clinton, Scott Miller, CTV News.
Good evening. It's been a tough day for many on area roads. As you've seen, the snowfall, lots of you out shoveling. Taking a look at the Alberta Clipper snowfall amounts. This was recorded at 11 o'clock this morning, so we're going to add to those totals today with the lake effect snow. But these are the snowfall amounts. So South London, 11 centimeters. Look at Ingersoll, 35 centimeters. So generally from 10 to 30 centimeters of snow falling. Again, varied conditions in some of these snow squalls. We still have warnings in effect in eastern Middlesex County, Huron and Perth, southern Bruce, northern Grey, Oxford County, Haldimand, Norfolk, and Brant. But we have 3 distinct bands of squalls coming through right now, one hammering Huron County. This one has been relentless today. It's almost like a fire hose of snow that's been moving through. It continues out there tonight. The squalls will weaken after midnight, but we still have hours of snowfall to get through in some of these areas. So you can see that persistent flow off Lake Huron, winds out of the northwest, and they have been gusty, leading to wind chills across the area from -13 to a -14. Wind chills tonight about -15, so get ready for some cold to once again set back in. Temperature-wise, we'll be at about -8 at midnight. The flurries will be winding down as we push toward midnight in London, so we've been dealing with snow squalls through the day today and that snow squall warning. Coming up, I'll take you through the forecast. More snow coming our way this weekend. Another Arctic cold front coming in as we head into early Saturday. I'll have all your local details, and we'll look ahead at the next 7. Day 6 and 7, temperatures are headed back above freezing. I'll have all the details in just a few minutes. Carlyle, back to you.
Thank you, Julie. Sarnia police say they're looking for a driver who crashed into a pedestrian Tuesday night, then fled the scene. They've released video of the incident on social media. No warning, some viewers may find it disturbing. According to Sarnia police, this happened around 8:30 p.m. Tuesday night at the intersection of Talford and Queen Street in the city's southwest. Police say the pedestrian is a 54-year-old man, and he was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The driver who hit the pedestrian can be seen getting out of the vehicle, seemingly checking on the man they hit. They then get back in the vehicle and drive away. According to police, they were driving a red or maroon Jeep SUV. Police say they've laid charges against a London man following a dramatic crash on Adelaide Street last month. Police released this dash cam video from November 26. They say the suspect was driving a red Tesla at 130 kilometers an hour in a 50 zone, slamming into a pickup truck, suffering serious but non-life-threatening injuries. The other driver had minor injuries. Police say they've laid dangerous driving and street racing charges. Ontario's legislature is going on its winter break as new questions are raised over the controversial Skills Development Fund. As John Woodward reports, there seems to be a pattern which could link fund beneficiaries to King Charles Medal recipients.
Thank you very much.
This May, Ontario's Premier thanked veterans as he offered them the King Charles III Coronation Medal, a recognition of service to Canada, timed to the inauguration of Canada's head of state. Around 30,000 medals were given out across Canada, with nominations coming from many public service organizations.
Congratulations.
About 1,400 nominations were made by Ontario MPPs, and among those names, we found a dozen people tied to companies that also got the nod for provincial government grants through the $2.5 billion Skills Development Fund.
What kind of shop are you running, Premier?
That fund has been slammed for months in question period as a slush fund for PC supporters, though the government stands by it.
I treat my patients like their family.
One of dentist John Magirius' companies got a $2 million grant. He got a King Charles Medal too. His dental practice claimed it treated the Ford family. Magirius' staff didn't answer questions about who his nomination came from. Doug Ford says it wasn't him.
Premier, did you nominate the dentist John Magirius for a King Charles Medal?
No, so let me just clear up this King Charles Medal. Even the opposition falls under my name as Premier. We handed out, I guess, thousands of them across the province. And the people that got them, and that's it.
We can't tell which MPP nominated which award recipient. So we decided to take a look at the recipients as a group and see if we could spot any patterns. Of the 1,400, about 500 were political donors. They gave to the Green Party about $60,000, to the Ontario Liberals about $295,000, to the NDP about $500,000, and to the PCs about $2.5 million. About 5 times the donations from the NDP, with about twice the seats in the legislature.
It's more likely, probably, there's a pattern here of a preferential treatment.
Not a surprise to this critic.
Whenever politicians are handing out anything, it's based on politics.
The dentist, John Magirius, donated about $20,000 to the PCs. Other recipients reached by CTV say they don't think their donations played a part, and they got the medal on merit. John Woodward, CTV News.
A holiday concert at the LHSC Cancer Center today. It's an annual tradition dubbed Clinic Notes. With more on what it means for the hospital community, here's Rita Ismail.
What began as a shared interest in music has now turned into a holiday classic at London Health Sciences Centre.
We love to be able to share this very positive music at this time of year, both for our patients and their families, but also for the other staff who work so hard all year.
The group of doctors and medical experts, which has been putting this concert on for 12 years, all have a passion for music.
I've always loved playing trumpet at Christmas time. I feel like it's been always a part of the holidays for me, especially getting to play here at the Cancer Center. It's great to just see all the staff and patients.
Today's performance began at noon and was put on for patients, their families, and staff.
Back in 23, when I was diagnosed, my wife researched a doctor's that I was going to get, the chemo and radiation oncologist. And Dr. Santani's bio picture was about him playing a cello. So when I first met him, I asked him, "Where's your cello?" And he said, looked at me like, "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm waiting to be serenaded."
And today, Dr. Sanatani did just that. Rita Ismail, CTV News.
The founder of London's Sunfest was honored in Ottawa today.
Alfredo Cacha.
Sunfest was created by Guatemalan refugee Alfredo Cacha. He arrived in the Forest City with his family 40 years ago. Cacha started the festival in 1994, which has grown into a major attraction for tourists and musicians from all over the world. The longest season in the Stratford Festival's history is coming to a close, and organizers say the extended run has been a success. Jeff Pickle has more from the final days on stage for the production of Annie.
From a tentative, nervous first day of rehearsal back in February.
I was just really, really grateful. And I was also a little nervous.
To the final week of production.
But it's been so much fun to get to dive into the world of Annie and getting to really get into the holiday spirit.
For the group of young actors who make up Annie and the Orphans at this year's Stratford Festival, it's been the opportunity of a lifetime.
Really fun, really amazing, and everyone's so kind and sweet, and I also love performing. It's really fun to be on stage in front of the audience because they're so kind and they're always cheering so loud.
And a chance to make a few new best friends forever.
My favorite part of being in Annie is meeting new friends, and just this experience is really, really fun to do.
With only 2 shows left.
And it's so much fun, especially throughout our extension, to be able to bring this show to new audiences and to like see grandparents taking their children and to hear about what makes the show special for everyone.
It's a mix of excitement and sadness.
My feelings are like excited and sad at the same time because I'm gonna miss all of my new friends.
These young professionals have been a key to this season's success.
They really evolved over the season. They became a really tight unit, amazing accomplishment by the kids.
After a sluggish 2024 season, festival leadership say they took a big swing this time around after early indicators predicted some big numbers.
So we decided very early on, pretty much around opening week, that we would add some performances based on the early demand that we were seeing for these shows.
They say so far, despite the cold and the snow, crowds are still lining up.
We added about 50,000 seats to our season, so that is a significant addition to the season and a big risk to add that on to the end of the year, but it's really paid off.
And as the cast of Annie will soon leave the show behind.
But now we're like besties for life. Like, I don't think anything can tear us apart.
They take with them friendships and memories of a lifetime. Jeff Pickle, CTV News, Stratford.
We're in the middle of our Toy Mountain campaign, and for more, we're heading to one of our drop-off locations. Lauren Stallone is at Goman's Appliances. She joins us live. Lauren, over to you.
Thanks, Carlyle. I'm here with Nancy Kerr with the Salvation Army and Dania Elliott with Goman's. Now, Dania, we have this big check presentation here today from Goman's to the Salvation Army. Can you tell me, why was this something that you wanted to be a part of?
It's actually been amazing to be a part of. We at Goman's are very honored and proud to be a part of this campaign, specifically because we are all about helping our community. Our community helps us, and we love to give back.
Absolutely. And Nancy, what does this mean to receive this check, to be here today and see the community's support and involvement?
Oh, it means everything to the Salvation Army. We couldn't do what we do without the community, without Londoners, without places like Goman's who step up at Christmas or all year through and help us out. And we just really, really appreciate it.
For sure. And can you tell people where they can go for more information if they're looking to donate ahead of the holiday season?
CTV Toy Mountain website is probably the best location. Click on London and you'll find everything you need to learn.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, ladies. There you have it. Carlyle, you can check out more information on our website and see the various locations to donate in the community. Back to you.
All right, Lauren, thanks very much. Coming up, cleaning up the Canada Revenue Agency, the improvements, according to officials, to better answer Canadian calls. Plus, torrential rains in BC's Fraser Valley triggering a local state of emergency.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We begin tonight with Ontario's latest.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. ctvlondon.ca, your home for news.
This is an exciting night. We are going to be announcing the grand prize winner of the Dream Lottery. That is coming up. But first, we get to tell you the winner of the 50-50. We're talking a lot of money. I am joined by the presidents of the foundations, but Michelle Campbell, CEO and president of St. Joseph's Healthcare Foundation, you get the honors of the 50-50. How much money are we talking here?
I do, and tonight's 50-50 winner is going to take home $449,810.
That's life-changing.
That is a big chunk of change for your stocking.
Can you give us the ticket number before we do the grand unveil?
Our ticket winner is ticket number 233-55858, and our winners are...
Ta-da!
Tony and Donna Gosnell from Iona Station.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Tony and Donna. How amazing. We're going to be calling you shortly. And for the rest of you, about 20 minutes from now, we will be drawing for that grand prize winner. Stay tuned and hope it's you.
It's time to build a toy mountain. Make this holiday season merry for so many kids. Bring new unwrapped toys to CF Masonville Place.
All in support of the Salvation Army.
We will be collecting donations November 21st to December 24th.
With all donations helping families right here in our community.
Toy Mountain, supported by Gomez Appliances, London Bass Center, and UBC Built Local 1946.
Let's make this the best Toy Mountain ever. Visit ctvlondon.ca for more ways to donate.
We have breaking news this hour. Another member of the federal Conservative caucus is crossing the floor to the Liberals. Michael Ma, the member for Markham Unionville, made the announcement just minutes ago, and the latest on that will be on our website, ctvnews.ca. Officials with the Canada Revenue Agency have unveiled their plan to address systemic issues causing frustration for Canadians trying to get through to an agent and oftentimes being given the wrong information. With more on the improvements they're undertaking, here's Abigail Beeman.
It's very scary when you think that you might lose all your teeth.
Zuli's husband is having a serious dental emergency. She says trying to reach the CRA for help from the Canadian Dental Care Plan has been a nightmare.
It's been quite an ordeal. It's been 2 weeks of tears.
We're very proud of the work that our teams have managed to accomplish.
After a 100-day service improvement plan was mandated by ministers in the face of massive delays, the CRA is proud the number of calls answered went from just 35% to hit its goal of more than 70%.
We will never be in a position to answer 100% of the phone calls that we receive at the agency.
Saying at 30 million calls a year, 300,000 a day in tax time, it's not sustainable.
That is actually a very normal operational kind of balance, so to speak, when it comes to contact center operations that are being operated in a very fiscally responsible and somewhat restrained way.
In the face of government-wide cuts, some CRA employees don't even know if their jobs are safe. A boost to 4,500 call center employees at tax time is temporary.
We're not in a position to tell you right now, that whether there are cuts planned and when they might be.
They are investing where we have massive problems.
The union head believes call center staff are safe from cuts for now.
The improvement also stems from the fact that we're at the low season. We're not in a tax season. So we need a lot more help. So it's a positive point, but at the same time, it's a Band-Aid solution.
It's a step forward. I think one of the issues we had is that we had seen 100 days ago that the level of services was not meeting the expectation of Canadians.
As one example of increased online options to cut down on phone calls, Canadians who are locked out of their account can now get back in digitally, diverting as many as 300,000 calls a year. The union says the real test will be what happens on day 101 after the plan and beyond. Abigail Beeman, CTV News, Ottawa.
A major flood emergency in southern BC after torrential downpours leading to falling rocks and avalanche risks. All major highways between the Lower Mainland and the interior have been closed, and residents have been told to leave their homes for their safety. With the latest, here's Andrew Johnson.
It took only minutes for this road to be overtaken by water surging over the U.S. border into Abbotsford.
Everything was fine until about an hour ago, and then all of a sudden it went crazy.
The farm on the other side was next, then the business across the street, which quickly rushed to get people and equipment out.
We're trying to get our cars out so we don't lose our cars. It's ugly.
Police began going door to door, asking people to pack up and get ready to go.
Nature is powerful and it will do whatever it wants, so the best we can do is hope.
Hundreds of properties nearby were already under an evacuation order. Parts of the region were hammered by up to 140 millimeters of rain yesterday. That led to flooding as well as rock slides. At one point, 4 different highways were closed, cutting off the Lower Mainland and Metro Vancouver from the BC interior. The city of Abbotsford declared a local state of emergency overnight, and the regional district has done the same. For many, this is all far too familiar. Catastrophic flooding 4 years ago, the most costly disaster in BC history, led to the deaths of hundreds of thousands of farm animals. It's still fresh.
Shades of 2021 for sure. I think everyone's pretty nervous.
People here tell me they are cautiously optimistic at this point. The flooding will not equal the 2021 disaster, but just how much damage will be done remains to be seen. Andrew Johnson, CTV News, Abbotsford, BC.
Starting tomorrow, Londoners can enjoy outdoor skating downtown. The rink at Victoria Park officially opens Friday at 6 p.m. with free admission. After that, it's open from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m., weather permitting. Meanwhile, the skate trail at Storybook Gardens is open for another season. Admission there is $5 for adults, $4 for kids. The Rotary Rink at Covent Garden Market is still closed. That's scheduled to open next month. And I'm thinking it won't be too long before some backyard rinks start opening up as well, because we have had that kind of weather so far in December. Pretty ideal for outdoor rinks.
Yeah, in terms of our overnight lows, I mean, we're talking -8 to -10, and that's great for icy conditions. I know this feels a bit early for some to be feeling like we're in the depths of the winter season, but today, Carlyle, the high was just -4 and the low -8. It's going to be cold overnight with wind chills close to a -18. So we still have some significant snow squalls. We have one band pushing through Kincardine, just north of Goderich through the Clinton area. Really, this one is moving through the Blythe, Lucknow, Mitchell, and all the way to Stratford. We have another one through Exeter, and this following band that's moving through Strathroy, and the one that's been pushing through just west of London has been it's been a doozy, bringing lots of snowfall. So that continues out there tonight, flurries and blowing snow. It will start to wind down. We are under the influence of high pressure. That means the winds will start to drop off just a bit. That will bring an end to the heavy lake effect snow and blowing snow. With the exception the Bruce Peninsula, you'll still see some squalls overnight and early tomorrow. The rest of the region, snow squalls this evening, an additional 5 centimeters in the areas that I just mentioned. Again, there's 3 significant bands that are pushing through. So under those locations, snowfall amounts will be much higher. Now, if you thought the snowfall amounts map that I showed just off the top of the show, you think I got a lot more at my house, perhaps that you did. This, of course, is recorded out at the London airport. There are spots in the city that received higher amounts of snowfall. The one that I showed you was recorded in South London. So in terms of some of those snowfall amounts, of course, feeling like they were higher, especially those snowbanks today driving around looking quite large. High pressure building in for tomorrow, and that will bring us a mix of sun and cloud. Partly cloudy overnight. As the squalls wind down, that will allow the temperatures to drop off between about -7 and -12. Varied conditions, a bit milder along the lake shore, but in through the interior areas, -10 to a -13. The wind chill will be, of course, biting first thing in the morning, but the flurries winding down overnight. So I expect by about 10 o'clock tonight, things should be really quieting down, with the exception of this one persistent snow squall that's moving through the Bruce and towards Barrie, just south of Georgian Bay. Tomorrow looks good. We have a nice day on the way. Calmer conditions, a great day to perhaps finish cleaning off the driveway before the next round of snow comes in. Unfortunately for some, maybe fortunately for others, we do have that snow coming in overnight Friday into Saturday morning. This is the next Arctic wave. This push of cold Arctic air arrives once again with an area of snowfall, and on the heels, the frigid air mass that will lead to lake effect flurries over the weekend and some icy cold temperatures. Snowfall over the next 24 hours. So you can see London just trace amounts. West of London, though, that one band that I was mentioning in and around Strathroy, likely another 4 to 5 centimeters for you. And then up through the Bruce, you can see anywhere between 5 and 10 centimeters. The cold air is encompassing the better part of Canada tonight, stretching from Calgary right through northern Ontario and in through central Quebec, with milder air on both coasts of the country tonight. Temperature tomorrow, mix of sun and cloud, -4 by noon and -3 with sunny breaks as we head into the afternoon with a light westerly wind. Saturday, flurries. Sunday, snow flurries, and Monday, another snow producing system. This one looks to bring about 5 centimeters of snow. Daytime highs over the weekend, -5 to -7, and a rebound coming our way next week, 3 to 4 degrees. So we are going to swing the other way with daytime highs climbing. Looks like we'll hold off on the precipitation until Wednesday evening, and that's why I've left that mixing in with a chance of a few raindrops week out. Midwestern Ontario, snow squalls continue in through Huron County, Perth, southern Bruce, and Grey, but by the overnight, everything winds down with the exception of Bruce County and the Bruce Peninsula. Daytime highs over the next couple of days, -2 to -5, and then over the weekend, some cold air. Overnight lows from -12 to -16. Lake effect flurries will be once again kicking up this weekend with the potential for snow squalls Saturday and Sunday. So much weather to talk about. And then milder air as we head into midweek next week. So rough night on area roads. Things will quiet down through the overnight. Friday looks good. And then Saturday, another round of snow and cold Arctic air moves on in once again. Carlyle, back to you.
All right, Julie, thanks very much. Still to come, it's not re-gifted if it's thrifted, and it's becoming a more economical way to get your holiday shopping done.
Join us tomorrow morning on the show around 7:30. We find out our winner of the Pure Puppy Pigskin Picks.
We are not competitive enough, the two of us, so we had to get our dogs in the mix. Find out who's victorious tomorrow morning.
Hit the road with Mickey Mouse and his pals for a high-octane ride when Disney on Ice presents Road Trip Adventures at Canada Life Place from January 15th to 18th. Enter online at ctvlondon.ca for your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets.
Canada's lead trade negotiator with the United States says he has no reason to believe the Trump administration will tear up the current North American Free Trade Agreement. That agreement between Canada, the U.S. and Mexico is up for renewal next year. President Trump and other White House officials have suggested they may walk away from the pact. The minister responsible for Canada-U.S. relations, Dominic LeBlanc, says based on his conversations, that's not what the Americans have in mind. LeBlanc says the Mexicans have a similar read of the situation and also believe the United States will review the agreement rather than tear it up. First Nation chiefs in Alberta say they've been left out of discussions about pipelines and the Memorandum of Understanding between the Alberta and federal governments.
This is unacceptable. We expect Canada to ensure meaningful consultation takes place in Alberta, not after deals are signed, but before any decisions are made. We are asking Canada to stop turning a blind eye to how Alberta and industry operate in our territory. Ottawa must pay attention. Ottawa must insist on proper lawful consultation.
Last call for Canadians looking for their share of the $500 million settlement in a bread price-fixing class action lawsuit. Loblaw and its parent company are accused of engaging in an industry-wide scheme to fix bread prices. Canadians have until tomorrow to submit an online claim if they bought packaged bread between January 2001 and December 2021. Anyone who files a claim could receive $25 within 6 to 12 months after the deadline. No proof of purchase is needed. A money-saving option this holiday season could be heading to your local thrift store. As Pat Foran reports, if you know where to look, you might just find a second-hand gem.
Vintage Vendors in Oshawa describes itself as retro, antique, and unique, but it's also part of the thrifting culture taking hold with many consumers. Susan Johnson says there are more than 100 vendors here with items that could make for a great present.
The stigma of buying used items and giving them as gifts has gone away.
Retro Christmas goods are highly sought after at this time of year. Another popular segment is vintage clothing. Many younger buyers see it as a way to purchase higher quality goods that are often hard to find.
I don't think this will last very long in the store because the fact that it's the bay, it's this gorgeous red color, looks like amazing condition.
Consumer Reports says thrifting has gone mainstream and people are more willing to accept a secondhand item.
I think people's feelings towards that have changed a lot in the last couple of years. Thrifting can help you find something really special and meaningful for the people on your list.
Researchers also say consider refurbished electronics, as you can often get something used that's dependable for a fraction of the price. Your best bets are smartphones that are no more than 3 generations old, laptops, desktops, monitors, gaming consoles, TVs less than 3 years old, cameras, routers, and audio devices. Consider refurbished products sold at big box stores, which often come with a return policy or warranty. No matter what kind of secondhand item you buy, it's also good for the planet.
All the items we have here, if we weren't reselling them and reusing them and recycling them, they would be ending up in the landfills.
When it comes to toys, many people are nostalgic for the past. They love collecting Hot Wheels, Superman, Batman, and anything Star Wars.
Toys from the 90s are really hot right now for the kids that are in their 30s right now. They're buying stuff that they played with.
By thrifting items or checking out vintage shops, you could discover some unique goods you won't find anywhere new, and you may save some money at the same time. Pat Foran, CTV News.
Strength in the base metals sector helped Canada's main stock index today. The TSX gained 170 points in New York. The Dow added 646. The Nasdaq fell 60. The Canadian dollar gained 1/3 of a cent today. On commodity markets, gold added more than $88 an ounce. Oil dropped 86 cents a barrel. When we return, Time Magazine honors a group of digital pioneers, the architects of AI, named Time's Person of the Year. Welcome back. American authorities say they've seized an oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela. They say the seizure was led by the U.S. Coast Guard, supported by the Navy. It's seen as the latest move by the Trump administration to increase pressure on the Venezuelan president. In response, Venezuelan government officials are accusing the U.S. of blatant theft, describing the seizure as an act of international piracy. It's also sent oil prices higher while sharply escalating tensions between the two countries. Time Magazine has selected the architects of AI as its 2025 Person of the Year. Time Magazine says 2025 was the year when the potential of artificial intelligence roared into view with no turning back. The group includes previous Persons of the Year Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, as well as the CEOs of companies like OpenAI, NVIDIA, and Google DeepMind. Time has named a Person of the Year since 1927 and on several occasions has named groups rather than individuals. Canadian municipalities are increasingly incorporating artificial intelligence into their operations, with experts predicting within the next 6 months there will be a major rise in cities using the technology. Alison Bamford has more on the applications on the prairies.
Saskatoon Transit is working to get these buses back on the road. Small repairs now to avoid major failures later.
Instead of running a bus until which point in time a check engine light or a stop engine light would appear, we're now able to get ahead of that.
Helping them get ahead is AI.
Here's a fault code.
They successfully piloted the software in 2023. Today it analyzes real-time data from bus sensors and catches maintenance issues early.
Left unchecked, that bus would have been dead on the road.
The information is tracked constantly, cutting costs on parts and saving hours of unscheduled maintenance.
This becomes one more tool in the toolbox in helping us.
23% of Canadian municipalities use AI. Another 31% are actively evaluating how to incorporate it.
We're seeing a lot of municipalities kind of in that learning or experimenting phase. They're still trying to understand in what capacity they can use AI.
ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot are common starting points for municipalities, but many have advanced using it for predictive maintenance, chatbots, and understanding traffic flow.
There is a bit of a fear that if they do venture into the AI world, that they are going to do something that will end up upsetting the citizens or putting them at risk.
Privacy, data protection, and cost are concerns holding back some municipalities. But this expert says don't be afraid.
Just do it in a planned way that allows for management of the risks.
And taking those risks could pay off down the road. Alison Bamford, CTV News, Saskatoon.
Welcome to this week's London List. We're inside the JR Expo Centre here in London, Ontario. I'm Rita Ismail and I'm joined by KP from Virgin Mornings. Now, KP, this will make sense in a hot second, I promise, because we're supporting a fantastic cause right now. Yes, that's for sure. Let's kick things off with Friday night. We've got the London Knights in town. They're playing a home game against the Saginaw Spear. Puck drops for that at 7 o'clock, so bust out the green. It's festive, too, so it's a total win-win. Lots of festivities happening in and around the city. Lots of light displays too. Yeah, we've got Victoria Park. Take a little wander through the park. The beautiful lights are all set up now. And the skating in Victoria Park, you need to go and check that out. Absolutely So free. romantic. It's so beautiful, right? Right? A little date night on a budget. So good. And of course, Magic of Lights continues. That's at Fanshawe Conservation Area. So that's happening again up until the new year. And it's just so beautiful. They've got just millions of lights all set up for you to go and check out.
It's one of our favorites. We drive through it a couple of times every year.
Same.
And big, wonderful play is actually going into January.
Yes.
So we have one of my daughter's favorites.
And mine too. We already have our tickets. We're going to be going. It's Frozen, the musical. It's the Broadway musical at the Grand Theatre. It looks so cool. Every day they've got a matinee and an evening show as well. So whatever time suits you. But again, it's going to be so cool. Elsa, Anna, Olaf, the whole gang, they're going to be there.
Everybody's showing up.
Yeah.
Awesome. And of course, we're in the deep thick of the holiday season. We have a lot of market
markets for your last-minute shopping? We do. So we've got 3 big ones happening this weekend. We've got one at Centennial Hall, and that's put on by the Mom Market. It's a holiday market, really fun. Over 50 vendors to go and check out and support. And then we've got the Merry Market that continues this weekend at 100 Kellogg Lane. It's so beautiful at nighttime too. They've got the lights. It's just so stunning. And then of course we've got the big one happening at Covent Garden Market. That's a Holly Jolly Market, and that's continuing every weekend until Christmas. And they have the free carousel rides out front as well in Jubilee Square, so go and check that out. We're so lucky to have all these markets in and around the city. I love it. All right, so we are inside the Expo Center here, and of course we've been sorting toys throughout the day today, but we also were lucky enough to have a little treat. So this is the Jeff, KP, and Backstage Band from Virgin Mornings, our charity Sunday for Toy Mountain. So every proceed from this Sunday, when you buy one at District Ice Cream, goes to support the Salvation Army and buy all of the toys that you see here in the background. What a huge difference this local company is making in our city and our community. So it's so fantastic. And again, there still is time to help build that Toy Mountain. We have until next week. So if you want to drop off CF Masonville Place, we found a little chalet there in Center Court to donate to. And of course, a lot of local businesses are also collecting for the toy drive. Okay, I'm going to give this a try. I'm so excited. I couldn't wait, so I already tried it. It was delicious. Thank you so much, KP. Now remember, don't be a sloth. Get out and donate. You have about a week before the deadline, and it all goes to a great cause. That's it for this week's London List. Oh, so good. So good. So good.
It's time. We are announcing the grand prize winner for the fall 2025 Dream Lottery. I am joined by all of the presidents from the Foundation Hospitals, and I have Scott Fortnum here from Children's Health Foundation. Scott, you have the honor of the grand prize winner announcement. Tell us a bit about the prize.
Oh, so exciting. The winner is going to get the chance to win one of these 2 beautiful West Haven homes, plus $100,000, or a check for $1 million showing up in their bank account.
The area's newest millionaire for Christmas. You couldn't ask for more. What's the ticket number? Then we're going to unveil the name.
The ticket number is 12078768. And the winner is Suzanne Young from London.
Suzanne! Wow, Suzanne is about to have an amazing Christmas. Congratulations to you, and thank you for your support of the Dream Lottery and all of you for purchasing your tickets and helping out our amazing London hospitals.
The ski season is underway. Bowler Mountain opened yesterday, and 1,100 people were out on opening night. They have 10 of 15 runs, 3 of 4 lifts. Thanks to Greg Strauss for this photo. These are 4-season pass holders taking advantage of the snowy weather. A cold night ahead with wind chills in the minus teens, but snow squalls will be winding down overnight.
South Huron Hospital's weekend walk-in clinic will close permanently on December 29th. Officials say residents with medical needs should use the virtual urgent care program or visit the nearest emergency room. Representatives for doctors in Quebec say they've reached an agreement in principle with the province. Quebec's Federation of General Practitioners confirmed the agreement on social media. The two sides have been deadlocked over Bill 2, a controversial piece of legislation that changes how doctors are paid. The CAQ government has not released any details of the agreement, but officials say they will table a bill to delay implementation until February 28th. The latest stats show Canada is making headway in getting more people connected with primary care. Pauline Chan has more on a new program helping families find physicians in Toronto.
Hello, how are you? I am feeling more optimistic than ever as it pertains to primary care and family medicine.
Dr. Catherine Yu leads an 11-physician team at the new East Toronto Primary Care Navigation Clinic, part of Michael Garron Hospital.
What we try and do is think about the health care stabilization that needs to be done because many of our patients have not been seen by a family doctor for many, many years.
With Michael Garron's emergency department often running at 119% capacity, the hope is to ease that burden and find long-term care for East End residents.
We recognize that our patients need in addition to seeing a family doctor, having that full care team that can truly address what they need. So it could include a referral to our social worker. It could include a referral to a peer support worker.
Figures from earlier this week show 5.9 million Canadians need a family doctor, a slight improvement from 3 years ago.
If preventative care, such as vaccinations, such as cancer screening, such as chronic disease screening for diabetes and cholesterol, are not available to patients, then of course, over the course of time, they're at higher risk of getting acutely ill.
The federal government is also taking the initiative to increase primary care providers, fast-tracking foreign-trained doctors who have at least 1 year of recent Canadian experience. The program will begin in early 2026.
We certainly serve 22 neighbourhoods in East Toronto, and 5 neighbourhoods are known in our data to be priority neighbourhoods.
The clinic has only been open for 6 weeks, but when it's running at full capacity, they hope to see about 1,500 people for in-person visits each year. Pauline Chan, CTV News.
I'm Sherry Flick, host of Weekend Spotlight. This Saturday morning at 8 a.m., we're going to be speaking with Michelle Shipley of Broad Films about an awesome Christmas movie that was totally produced here in London. We will also speak with Wayne Dunn, Business Care's Food Drive. Third generation from Collins Clothiers joins us to talk about their 60th anniversary. And Children's Health Foundation, Scott Fortnum, will be joining us as well. That's Saturday morning, 8 a.m.
Welcome back. Finally tonight, a young Canadian embracing the joy of giving this time of year. As Adam Sawatsky reports, she's spending her own money earned from getting her chores done to brighten up the holidays for other kids.
It's over 2 feet tall. Yeah.
From the moment Prairie Rose Steinman first saw that dollhouse from her favorite TV show,
I want that really badly.
she'd been asking her mom, Kirsten, to buy it for her.
Every birthday and every Christmas, it landed on the list. It was right up there at the top.
But every year, it was just a bit too much for their budget.
You didn't get it?
No.
How does that feel?
She felt sad.
So Prairie tried to be really grateful for what she did have instead.
We know we want something, but we have to focus on the stuff that we already have and need.
But then, that day she and Kirsten were focused on shopping for their other family members, Prairie spotted a Christmas hamper filled with donated toys.
I was like, oh, well, I want to do something like that too.
So Prairie asked her mom if she could spend the money she'd saved from doing her chores to buy not just something special for someone else, but the dollhouse she'd always wanted.
If I gave something that I really wanted, someone would just feel loved. Just like giving a very warm hug to them.
That was super emotional for me. I was just really humbled, actually.
She was so inspired by her daughter's generosity that Kirsten returned a coat she'd bought for herself, so she could buy 4 more dollhouses to donate to kids in need.
That's what Christmas is actually about anyway. So yeah, let's go and do it.
So they did. And although that meant Prairie wouldn't get a dollhouse of her own on Christmas, she did finally get one for her birthday.
That was very exciting, yeah.
But it can't compare to preparing to donate another gift this year.
And just sharing the hope and the peace that Christmas is really about.
Because the feeling Prairie says she remembers most in her heart was not the getting, but the giving.
Feels like my heart's having a dance party.
A dance party?
Yeah. And like...
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Saanich.
And that's it for us. Thanks for watching. For your latest local headlines, you can always head to our website. For all of us at CTV News London, I'm Carlyle Fiset. Have a good night.